Okay, so you sent in a bunch of articles about this Chinese AI company, DeepSeek. And let's just say things are getting interesting. Remember all that hype around ChatGPT last year
Hmm.
about how AI was going to rewrite the rule book?
Yeah, it seems like just yesterday everyone was talking about it.
Well, DeepSeek is really turning heads. They're claiming their AI is even better.
And they built it for a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, we're talking millions, not billions.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
What I think is so fascinating is DeepSeek's approach. They're not just trying to catch up, they're innovating in a totally different way.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, it challenges the assumption that you need massive funding to make breakthroughs in AI.
for those of you who might not be, super deep in the AI world, let's unpack this a bit. So DeepSeek has developed what are called large language models, or LLMs.
The brains behind things like ChatGPT.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The systems that can generate human quality text.
And do all sorts of crazy smart tasks.
And the surprising thing is,
DeepSeek's model. It's called R1. It's reportedly outperforming those from giants like OpenAI and Google.
wow.
Yeah, and that's a huge deal because those companies have been pouring billions into AI research and development.
Backed by the likes of Microsoft and Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's where it gets really wild. DeepSeek built their model for a fraction of the cost. Their earlier version, DeepSeek V3, was developed for under $6 million.
Seriously.
Less than some people spend on a house. They use advanced chips from Nvidia called H800s, but still the efficiency is mind-boggling.
It really makes you wonder, are the established players overspending? Is there like a more efficient path to AI development that we've been missing?
It really seems like it.
DeepSeek's success kind of suggests there might be.
Okay, so that brings us to another interesting twist. DeepSeek achieved this despite U.S. export controls aimed at limiting China's access to those same Nvidia chips, the ones needed for AI development.
It's crazy, right? I mean, it highlights a key tension in the global AI race.
Sure.
Countries are trying to control the flow of technology. But innovation, well, it finds a way.
It always does.
DeepSeek's success could signal that these restrictions might not be as effective as intended.
It's almost like a David versus Goliath story. You've got this scrappy startup outmaneuvering the giants.
And the impact is already being felt.
Yeah, news of DeepSeek's advancement sent shockwaves through the tech world. The NASDAQ 100 futures dropped. And stock prices of big players like Nvidia and Meta took a hit.
It's like investors are starting to see DeepSeek as a real threat, a potential disruptor in the AI landscape.
Yeah, they're realizing that the future of AI might not be as predictable as they thought. Some experts are even questioning that whole U.S. versus China narrative in AI development. Alvin Wang Graylin, the global VP at HTC, has suggested that. Maybe a collaborative approach might be more beneficial than this whole arms race mentality.
Interesting.
He argues that by working together, we could accelerate progress and avoid some of the potential pitfalls of unchecked competition.
That's a compelling idea, but it also raises some complex geopolitical questions. For sure.
Can these two superpowers really overcome their rivalry and find common ground? Like in the pursuit of AI advancement?
Only time will tell.
I guess so.
Okay, so we've got this incredible breakthrough, a potential shift in the AI power balance, and even a call for collaboration. But hold on a sec. Before you rush out to invest in DeepSeek, there's another side to this story.
Oh, what's that?
Not everyone is convinced.
Really?
Some users who have tried DeepSeek's R1 through platforms like Olama, they're claiming that it doesn't quite live up to the hype.
Hmm.
They say that while it's impressive, it still falls short of ChatGPT in certain areas.
Interesting.
So you've got hype, skepticism, and a whole lot of unknowns. What does this all mean for you? Why should you care about this little-known Chinese AI company?
Well, I think DeepSeek's story is a microcosm of the larger AI revolution that's unfolding.
How so?
It highlights the rapid pace of innovation, the global nature of the competition, and the potential for disruption. So it's a reminder that the future of AI is far from settled. And as we delve deeper into this deep dive, we'll explore the implications of DeepSeek's rise, what it means for the future of AI development, and most importantly, what it could mean for you.
DeepSeek's story really changes how we think about where innovation comes from and how it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the old playbooks being thrown out.
Right.
We assumed that to lead in AI, you needed these big tech companies, billions of dollars, access to the most advanced hardware.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles.
But DeepSeek is showing us a different path.
They're leaner, more efficient, and
Mm.
still managing to achieve groundbreaking results.
It's going to have those big tech companies sweating a little, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine the board meetings at Google and OpenAI. Suddenly there's this underdog from China nipping at their heels.
They're definitely paying attention. And it's not just about pride, it's about the immense economic and strategic importance of AI.
Yeah, whoever leads in AI development has the potential to reshape entire industries, influence global power dynamics.
It's like having the keys to the future.
Right now, those keys are up for grabs. Which brings us back to those export controls. The ones meant to limit China's access to cutting-edge technology.
Right, and DeepSeek's success, despite those restrictions. It's a fascinating case study.
Totally.
It shows that trying to control the flow of information and technology in today's world, it's like trying to hold back a tidal wave.
Exactly. The genie's out of the bottle. Innovation always finds a way.
It really does.
It raises the question of whether those export controls are actually backfiring. Maybe they're pushing China to become more self-reliant.
In chip development,
Yeah.
which could have long-term implications for the global tech landscape.
So what does this all mean for the average person? Why should someone who might not be an AI researcher or a tech investor care about this?
Well, AI is already impacting your life in more ways than you might realize.
Like how?
Think about the recommendations you get on streaming services, the personalized ads you see online, the spam filters that keep your inbox clean.
Yeah.
AI is behind all of that. And as AI continues to advance, it's going to impact everything, from healthcare and education to transportation and entertainment.
It's not just about fancy gadgets or futuristic robots.
Right.
It's going to touch every aspect of our life.
And DeepSeek's story is a reminder that this technology is evolving faster than we ever imagined.
So what do we do? What can we do?
It's a call to action for all of us, to stay informed, to engage in the conversation, to think critically about the future we want to create.
I like that. We need to be asking ourselves tough questions. What are the potential benefits and risks of AI? How can we ensure that it's developed and used responsibly? And what skills and knowledge do we need to thrive in an AI-powered world?
Those are big questions.
Not easy questions to answer.
But we need to be thinking about them.
The future is not something that just happens to us. It's something we create.
Through our choices.
Our actions.
And our collective vision.
DeepSeek's story is a reminder that the future is full of surprises. The underdogs can become the frontrunners. The old rules can be rewritten.
And the impossible can become possible.
So let's embrace the challenge. Let's stay curious. And let's work together to shape the future of AI in a way that benefits all of humanity. Okay, so we've explored this DeepSeek story.
Yeah.
And how it's shaking things up in the AI world. We talked about the potential benefits, the risks, geopolitical tensions, and even the philosophical questions that AI raises. But before we wrap up this deep dive, there's one more angle I want to explore.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm curious about the impact of DeepSeek's success on the companies that actually build the hardware.
Uh-huh.
The hardware for AI. We touched on Nvidia. They're the dominant player in this space. But what does DeepSeek's efficient approach mean for the broader AI hardware landscape?
That's a really good question. You see Nvidia's success. It's been largely built on the idea that bigger is better. They've been so focused on developing these increasingly powerful and expensive chips,
Right.
teetering to those companies willing to spend billions on AI development.
Like those massive data centers we hear about, filled with rows and rows of servers crunching numbers.
Exactly. But DeepSeek's approach, well, it suggests there might be a market for more efficient, less power-hungry AI hardware.
So you're saying
If they can achieve such impressive results with less expensive chips, it could open the door for a whole new generation of AI hardware startups.
instead of just a few giants dominating the market,
Right.
we might see a more diverse ecosystem of companies,
Offering a wider range of options.
which could lead to more innovation and competition.
And that ultimately benefits
It
everyone.
makes sense.
Think about it. If AI development becomes more accessible and affordable, it could democratize access to this powerful technology,
Yeah.
empowering smaller businesses, research institutions, and even individuals to create and innovate.
That's a pretty exciting prospect. But of course, with any new technology, there are potential downsides. We've talked about the risks of job displacement and the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes. What steps can we take to mitigate those risks? How do we ensure that AI is used for good?
That's the million-dollar question. And it doesn't have an easy answer. It requires a multifaceted approach involving governments, industry leaders, researchers, and most importantly, individuals like you.
So what can we do? What role do we play in shaping the future of AI?
First and foremost, stay informed. Educate yourself about AI, its capabilities, its limitations, and its potential impact on society.
So read articles, listen to podcasts,
It gives you.
attend conferences.
There are countless resources available.
Knowledge is power, right?
Absolutely. The more you understand about AI, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the changes that are coming. And don't be afraid to ask questions, challenge assumptions, voice your concerns, engage in conversations about AI with your friends, family, colleagues. Contact your elected officials. Let them know your thoughts on AI policy. Support organizations working on AI ethics and responsible development.
So it's not just about being passive consumers of this technology. It's about being active participants in shaping its future.
Exactly.
The future of AI isn't predetermined. It's a future that we're all creating together.
Through our choices
Our actions.
and our collective vision.
And while there are certainly risks and challenges ahead,
There's also tremendous potential for AI to be a force for good in the world.
I like to think of it as a grand experiment. We're venturing into uncharted territory, exploring the possibilities of this powerful technology. And like any experiment, there will be successes and failures, unexpected discoveries, and course corrections along the way.
The key is to approach this journey with a spirit of curiosity, collaboration, and a commitment to ethical development. To remember that AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. The choice is ultimately ours.
So as we conclude this deep dive, I want to leave you with a sense of both excitement and responsibility. Excitement for the incredible potential of AI to solve some of humanity's greatest challenges and create a more just and sustainable world. And responsibility to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that benefits all of us, not just a select few.
It's a journey that requires our active participation, our critical thinking, and our unwavering commitment to a better future. The future of AI is in our hands. Let's make it a good one.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the world DeepSeek and the future of AI. We hope you found this exploration as thought-provoking as we did. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.